Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Union Leipzig Career Mode series. We're sitting in 5th place, but a break in league action means we have a chance to progress a little bit in the German Cup and a chance to rotate the team. We settled on a front two with Fofana and Bush last time out, but we're gonna try Bergman up top, who's been gunning for minutes this season. The reality, though, is this is going to be a tough game for us. We're coming up against a Division II side, and as a team not necessarily even dominating down in the 3rd division, it's fair to say we're not exactly favorites to be going through here. But I don't know, the truth is, when we're at our best, it feels like we could take a big step up. Inconsistency has been the biggest problem of this team, but oh my god, how about that from Julian Bush? Obviously a breakout player this season, and I guess even really last season, but I think he's showing his quality here against a significantly better team than we're used to. Bush with the chance to open the scoring, it's wide. And we saw everything that sums up Julian Bush right there. The dribbling, the game sense is all there. The finishing, not just yet. And I don't know, those kind of chances might be what makes the difference at the end of a game like this against a team that's likely going to be significantly more clinical than we are. Oh my god, spoke too soon as we concede a goal 15 minutes in. Ugh, that doesn't exactly look good for our chances now, does it? If we want to become a top team, that's exactly the difference between us and the next level, is being able to make the most of even half chances like that. What a great finish. But the things that we've set up as manager here, really in terms of tactics and the formation, still work even against teams that are probably on paper better than us. You can just see the build-up play is so fluid and we're definitely creating chances, but when it comes to individual players, we're pushed off the ball. I mean, it's clear we're just not as good of a team of individuals, really, but the system seems to be holding. The one exception to that, though, is Julian Bush, who definitely seems to be able to take the step up here. Bergman with the return pass. Wolf! Oh, it's in the back of the net, but it's going to be offsides. Wow, what a goal that would have been. Union Leipzig, everything but that final ball. That had to have been close, too, right? Wow, it's a little hard to see from this angle. Nah, he was offsides. But you know what? Massive credit to this team. Going into the second half, I actually thought we were the better team in the first half, and that's not saying a lot when we're still down on the scoreboard, but it's honestly, I don't care that much about progressing in the cup this season. It's more just to seeing improvement, really meeting our league targets, but I'm pretty encouraged by what I've been seeing, and it gives me a lot of hope that maybe next season, if we can get promoted, we would actually be able to stay up and compete at a higher level. Ball over the top, that's a lovely one. Julian Bush, great chance. Oh, it's just wide again. These are the growing pains we have to deal with, though, as our players learn to be more clinical. But honestly, that's the only difference that I've seen out there tonight is just the quality, genuinely. Like, I think if we had better players, the kind of football we're playing is definitely been better than that of a lot of the teams we've come up against this season, and especially a team in a higher division up here, I think says a lot. Julian Bush with the flick. Oh my gosh, what a back heel pass. It was offsides, but I don't know, we're seeing a lot of talent. I think the one exception to this is Julian Bush. I know maybe his finishing isn't quite there, but the quality overall, I think this guy is more than capable of taking a step up. But you know what? We gave a couple of fringe players minutes in this game. I think it's time to just give it our all. I'm bringing on some real bigger names, I guess, Fofana, Wolski, and Summer, who are our usual starters in those positions. I don't know, maybe this will just give us an edge with half an hour left. We need to find a goal however we can get it at this point. But you know, I've actually also been impressed by our defense. Pretty composed this game. Outside that literal one chance in the first half, I think we've barely conceded anything really looking at our goal seriously. But we just continue the relentless offensive pressure as Wolf brings the ball forward. That's a really good job getting the ball through. Wolski, the substitute coming on, our left back, does well to keep a hold of possession. Wolf finds Bush, finds Wolski. Oh, this is such good build-up play here from Union Leipzig. Bush with the chance, saved by the goalkeeper. And again, no goal for Union Leipzig. Well, at some point, I don't know what it's going to take to just buy a goal, but we've given it our all, and here we have Bush again combining with the captain. Wolf takes a shot, doesn't trouble the goalkeeper too much, but oh my god, you just have to imagine one of these has got to go in, or at least seriously look like it's about to. But time definitely starting to run out now. Can we find another opportunity here as the game draws to a close? Fofana coming forward. He's got Bush. Great touch. Can he beat his man? Bush. Oh, what a last-ditch tackle. And again, Julian Bush, no goal despite a lot of effort. And honestly, a lot of really good looks from him. I think he's probably impressing some sides that might be watching this game. And a great save from our goalkeeper, Cerny, who maybe a little inconsistent, has been solid this season. Can we get one more chance here? Wolf, Fofana, time definitely almost up now. Fofana can't quite get away from his man. we got to try to win the ball back and just send one. Although I don't even know at this point if we're going to have time. We got to be careful here to not concede. I guess not that it matters much, but the shot goes wide, and that is the final whistle. Ugh, what a game. I think we learned a lot. It's a disappointing one in the end, but we saw so many good signs from this team. And despite the scoreline, I think we can be really proud of that performance. Well, our cup run's over, but again, the most important thing this season is the league, where we're sitting in 5th place. We're on track, rather, to meet our target of finishing in the top 6. I think the answer to our strikers up top is clear. It's going to be Bush and Fofana. We got to give them time, and I guarantee we will start to see the best from them. As we start the game, pretty encouraged by that last performance. We're seeing bright signs. The link-up play, especially with Bush and Fofana both up top, is great. Both players capable of making good passes, but Bush a couple inches in front of Wolf there. It was so close to making the final pass, but couldn't get it to the feet of our attacking midfielder. And honestly, despite all the promise in this team, we're going to need to start getting good results soon if we want to keep the confidence of not only like the owner, but the fans and the players, really. So far, we haven't seen a drop in morale, but it's just what I'm worried about moving forwards. If, I don't know, results in general don't start looking a little better. Not that it's been bad this season, I don't know. I feel like if we could be doing a little more up front or maybe even defensively to turn results our way, things would be feeling a lot better right now. And Julian Bush has a chance to do that right on cue. Well, this might be the big break that our striker needed. And more importantly, it was the link-up play between him and Fofana that led to that. It was a great run, but an even better pass, perfectly weighted, and honestly, credit to the finish there. Are we seeing signs of him taking a step up and scoring more goals? Well, we're going to need to see that in more than just one game if we want to draw any conclusions, but it's a good start, and again, a well-taken opportunity there. Hopefully, we can find some more before this game is over, but we conceded a goal just when things started to look like they were going our way. I don't know, and Union Leipzig never seems far from a collapse, and I don't know, this is just why I think it's going to be a little hard for us to take the step up to the next level while we just can't get consistent results. But the game does still have some time left, and I don't know, let's not draw any conclusions about the result yet before it's actually happened. Hopefully we can find another goal. The build-up play looking promising. Simon Wolf, ball played through. That is perfect for Bush. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. But again, I don't know, I think the finish could probably be better. And I don't know, I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but these are the kind of growing pains we have to deal with I don't know, people learning to play positions, and he's only going to get better, the 23-year-old, in terms of learning how to be a little better and more composed in front of goal. But, oh my god, we could concede one. Great save from Cerny to keep it out. 2 good chances, 1 apiece for the teams here at the end, and you know, although I would have liked to come away with a win, we got to feel a little lucky for even salvaging a draw with that massive save. That was as good as a goal from our goalkeeper. And you know, I said it before, but you know, Cerny's actually been fairly impressive this season. Our new goalkeeper's done a solid job in between the sticks for us. All right, well, results haven't exactly been great, but we're seeing some signs. We're still in 7th place, definitely still in the running for meeting our goal this season, but now we're coming up against the 2nd place team in the league. And I think one thing has been very clear. The better teams we play, it just comes down to taking our chances. I know it sounds simple, but we're always going to create them. This team is more than capable of the build-up, and here we have it. Julian Bush blocked by the defender. Honestly, that's pretty solid covering from the center back, but I don't know, even chances like that, it was pretty well worked, but we've just seen time and time again that, I don't know, things that look like they should be more threatening just aren't with our current front line, and that comes back to bite us time and time again. We go down once again, and against a team sitting 2nd in the league, we're gonna need to show some massive resilience in a game like this to be able to come back. Those are the kind of passes and finishes that teams that are better than us are capable of making. Now, I know we're not really necessarily pushing for promotion until next season, but I don't know, it'd be nice to at least make some kind of run for it. I mean, if we can't find results in games like this, though, I don't think we stand a chance, to be realistic, but here we have another opportunity as Bush takes a shot. What a save from the goalkeeper. You know, I can't fault the striker for that one. That was a rocket. I cannot believe he kept a straight wrist to keep that one out. That was incredible. But again, just no goal for us. And, you know, as we come towards the end of the first half here, it's just going to be a story of missed opportunities. We've gone toe-to-toe. I wouldn't necessarily say we've been the better team, but we've had a foot in this game, and that could all come falling apart. And, you know, that just illustrates the difference. A clinical counterattack from our opposition sees us go down a second goal, and now I don't necessarily see a way we're getting back into this game the way things are going. Union Leipzig never say die though, and we just continue to try our best even when the odds are a little bit against us. The possession play looks good, the build-up play looks good, and Julian Busch honestly looks so sharp. He's creating. There's just no goal at the end of the moves yet. I just have such a feeling of confidence about this player though, and I don't know. I feel sure that if we stick with him and be patient, we're gonna see an incredible output. And again, Julian Busch, honestly, this is a little more down to the goalkeeper than anything. That was on target, but another lovely diving save prevents us from scoring. And unfortunately, it's a scoreless game from Union Leipzig despite our best efforts, and a loss to the second place team that puts us down in our place further down the table. Alright, well again, it's not that bad. We're only 13 games into this season, and in 10th place, we're a handful of points off of where we want to be. I'm not too worried just yet, but I don't know, hopefully things do turn around soon. We've seen some signs this season, but definitely far off of where we'd like to be. And you know, for all the complaints about his lack of clinicality, Julian Busch is still our team-leading goal scorer, but I don't know, I'd be hoping to see a little bit more. Simon Wolf's been looking solid, 3 goals, 3 assists, and honestly, Nico Fofana for that matter, 3 goals and 4 assists. We've seen probably our 3 best attacking players there, but where we're missing out on goals compared to last season is players like Vincent Sommer. He broke onto the scene and looked to be a solid goal-scoring central midfielder, but hasn't scored at all actually this season. He's been playing well, not to be harsh on him, but I don't know, if we can see some of these other promising players in our team contribute, not just with goals, but just a little more in terms of influencing games. I don't know, maybe it's just a reminder for me, we are still a young team, and I think we're a work in progress. So many of these players that we're considering to be among our best are 23 or younger, so let's give this team some time. Let's not necessarily rush things, and I think we're gonna see the best of Union Leipzig still yet to come. And you know, I think, kind of like our tactical analyst was saying earlier, just taking a look at the chances we're creating versus finishing, I mean, it's not a problem necessarily with the way we're playing. It's just almost luck at this point. If we can just find, oh, how about that? Victor Sommer getting himself forward, getting into the box and finding a goal. I was literally just saying pre-game how we have yet to see a goal from him this season, but that's what he can do. A center mid who does it all, real box-to-box player. He's done the good defensive work this season, and now he's got a goal to his name as well. And that kind of takes the pressure off of our front line. What a solid goal. And again, I think we just have to be patient all over the pitch. We've been talking a lot about our strikers and how many goals we're scoring, but I think the same applies to our midfield and defense. It's worth noting that Vincent Sommer has been probably our best central midfielder, and he's 18 years old. I mean, again, just like with the rest of the team, the best for him is yet to come. And also with our backline, Lucas Schultz is young and only getting better. That's saying a lot because he's probably been our most consistent center back. But again, I mean, it's just a slow but steady kind of rise to success for this team. And Victor Sommer showing exactly what he can do, pressing high, winning the ball back, and now Fofana with the ability to get his head up and pick out the play. Oh, how about that, Julian Busch? The footwork, the finish, it's all there. That is the best from everybody in our team. Sommer winning the ball back, Fofana with his great link-up play, and Julian Busch with the incredible footwork to beat his man, and finally, the cherry on top, the goal at the end of the move. And slowly but surely, I think we're starting to see him be a little more clinical. We're not going to expect like an overnight goal-scoring phenomenon from this guy, but that's a fair few goals already this season. And now 2 goals up, some of this I think is confidence. Just, I don't know, having a consistent, rather comfortable lead, 2 goals up, just gives us the freedom to take some more risks in our attacking play. And how about that? Busch returns the favor with a perfect little dinked pass over the top, and Fofana finishes. And this is the benefit we get from having 2 strikers who can do both things, pick out passes and score goals. I mean, it makes us so much less predictable in terms of who's going to be finishing and opens up a lot of creative ways for us to score goals. And that is a huge win for Union Leipzig. 3 goals for a team that's been struggling to score, a clean sheet, and a rise back into form as we've slowly been dropping down the table. Again, not a concerning amount, but I think this will help right the ship a little bit now. I mean, this is how tight everything is. We just went from 10th to 5th with a single win, and overall, I mean, we're looking pretty solid. Obviously, a lot of things to keep improving on, but I'm really happy with where we're at this season. And we just can't go without talking about Julian Busch. I mean, obviously we knew he was talented going into this season, but playing through a little bit of a rough patch of form into what we've seen recently, I don't know, people are starting to take note of our striker. And I think that's important for just the confidence in this team. We saw the best for our striker partnership last episode, each of them assisting each other, and I think just getting 3 goals gives us a lot more confidence to, feel like we can going forward. A good shot from the captain tests the goalkeeper, and you could just see, I don't know, there's a belief about us now. And there's no doubt in my mind that if we keep playing this way, we could be a lot higher up the table. I think, generally speaking, the expected goals we're creating on a game-to-game basis, oh my god, how about that? Julian Busch, oh, it's just wide. Wow, well, he can make something out of nothing, and that's where all those expected goals are coming from. But unfortunately, no actual finish at the end of them for a lot of these. But like I was saying earlier, we're creating so many opportunities. At some point, the players are going to mature to the point where they're going to finish more of them, or just luck is going to go a little more in our favor. Because at some point, the sheer amount, oh, how about this from Julian Busch? Oh, good save from the goalkeeper. That's another unbelievable dribble. I mean, our number 26 has looked really sharp. I mean, imagine how many goals we'd be talking about if he was finishing even a couple percentages higher than he is now. He still had a decent amount of goals, but another one goes wide. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's frustrating at times, don't get me wrong, but I think having such a big talent on a team like ours, realistically with where we're at right now, I mean, it's nothing but a bonus. And the cold, hard truth of it really is if we didn't have Busch in the team, I mean, he wouldn't be creating a lot of these chances for himself, and I think we'd be seeing a lot less goals in general. Even, oh my god, how about that? The goalkeeper, another big save. Julian Busch is looking to be a determined man. But with time running out in this game, it looks like Union Leipzig, unfortunately, might not be finding a goal. Hopefully we don't concede either, but I guess maybe let me not speak too soon on our behalf, as there's still a chance on here. Julian Busch, how about that for a finish? Well, no goalkeeper's keeping that one out, and it is about time. Julian Busch did everything but scoring a goal up until now. I mean, we saw the best of his passing, dribble, even pressing up top. He's just such a well-rounded striker, and when you add the goals onto that, we're seeing genuine class. You can see how much that late goal means to the fans that are really happy with the way we've been performing this season, and man, that's got to do wonders for a player like him looking to play back into some amount of confidence. That is a top finish. Look at that. Well, it's a huge victory for Union Leipzig, and obviously Julian Busch grabbing headlines after that performance. This guy is turning into a top player for us. I mean, maybe there's still some room for improvement, but 7 goals is not too shabby at all. And again, I think this just reaffirms the fact that he and Fofana are our best 2 strikers right now. So we're going to continue starting games with the 2 of them up top, but it's not just our strikers. It's players like Simon Wolf who we see trying to take a shot there, and even our wingers and our central midfielders. Everyone's getting involved in the build-up and possession play, and it's making for a team that's really exciting to watch. And here we have a chance shaping up for Union Leipzig. 15 minutes in, it's been all us so far. Sommer, top of the box. Oh, what a ball over the top! Julian Busch off the post! Great chance! And you know, the more we play these players or set of players together, the better the chemistry is going to be, and the better the consistency and confidence will be too. So I think we're starting to see that, especially with Busch, who obviously is full of flair. What a pass into the box there. Good chance for Fofana, was blocked though. But how fun is it to just have a player capable of those kind of flare passes and dribbling sequences? He opens up so much room for the team. There we have Busch again beating his man, playing the ball forward for the right back, Brandt, to find Fofana. Return pass, it's lovely and well worked there from Union Leipzig, and Fofana gets back in the box and gets on the end of it. Less flair from our number 9, but right now more end product. It's just a simple series of passes and good movement from the more experienced striker, and that's a hugely important goal for a team looking to really challenge now at the upper end of the table. That's just real simple stuff. Again, good movement, great finish at the end of it too. Credit to him. And so far, our defense has not been too troubled as we go into the second half here. Lucas Schultz picks the pocket of the attacker there, and he's had a good game, Schultz. And overall, we've looked pretty comfortable here in possession as Brandt takes the ball out wide and draws a foul. But with the game starting to wind down a little bit, this is where it's nice to have depth. Busch has run his heart out and he's looking kind of gassed, so we have the opportunity to bring on players like Bergman off the bench who maybe can find a goal with some fresh legs. And I don't know, let's throw Soko up top as well, or on the left rather, but we haven't seen as much from him this season. Maybe he can find us a little more attacking firepower. Union doing a good job keeping a hold of possession here as Fofana picks out the perfectly weighted pass for Alexander Brandt. Our right back, ball into the box. Bergman takes a touchdown, but it's double teamed and a little harsh on him, not much he could do. But after being a man up following that challenge on Brandt earlier in the game, Union are feeling pretty comfortable at this stage. Literal seconds remaining and honestly not too bothered on defense. They have like 3 players forward. Our entire back line is there, but poorly given away there by Lucas Schultz. And the ball's still in the box. We got to be careful to be able to see this game out here. And we're just not getting rid of the ball. And then, oh my God! A shot out of absolutely nowhere. And in a game where we've dominated and we were up a man, Union Leipzig suddenly looked like we're going to be dropping points. I mean, that was certainly the last kick of the game. What a bummer for Union Leipzig, who actually played really well but come away with only a single point. The result keeps us where we want to be. It's sitting in 5th place. It's not that bad, but again, I think if we were just doing a little bit better, we could really be challenging at the top of the table. And in the meantime, we're continuing our search for good youth talent, specifically a young goalkeeper. We got a couple options in the academy that, again, just aren't ready yet. But I think actually what we need to be focusing on the players in general who just don't look like they have what it takes to be a top player in the team. And I don't know, even looking at this guy, I mean, I don't know, potential in the low 60s is definitely not going to be enough to play a significant role in the future of where our team is headed. So I don't know, I think we have the luxury to be a little picky right now while we're building the academy, and we're going to continue to fund it as the team goes forward. I think obviously the focus is going to be around the academy. So if we don't feel like players have a pathway into the first team, I think we can kind of be picky and just sort of choose what players we want to focus around. But in the meantime, obviously the real focus for the team is going to be on league action. Again, we're in 5th place. We're on track to meet our goal of finishing in the top 6, but I really want to push this team to try and do a little better. I don't think it's out of the question for us to try and go for promotion this season. We'll get back to action in the next game, in the next episode. But thank you so much for watching this one, and I hope to see you all next time.